Hello, I'm Dr. Garrett Castleberry, Professor of Communication, Media, and Ethics at Mid-America Christian University. Well, I'm the primary instructor for this course, which is Media Studies in Research and Design. And I want to use this video to talk a little bit about the course and some updates, as well as some expectations that are going to get us through the course. First of all, I don't want to negate the previous video that was attached to my welcome message by any means, but there's an important tweak that would be valuable for us to review right at the top of things. So let's do that to avoid confusion. In the previous iterations of this course, one of the books that we leaned heavily on was Gene Christian's Open TV, Innovation Beyond Hollywood and the Rise of Web Television. And this was one that simply over time, we made strategic decision to rotate that out of the course. And so I'm going to remind us what we're going to be using in this class and then talk a little bit about it, try to be as brief as I can. Jason Mattel's Television American Culture. This is a book that we actually use in a couple of classes. So for that reason, it's not meant to be a burden to acquire. For many, you may already possess it, or in the future, you may go on to possess it for classes such as 4413 Communication Cultural Change, which has a TV focus on it. But that's that we sample it in here, may be able to get access to that excerpt, but it's not the primary reading, but it's part of a reading strategy, a collective of readings that we have. Well, this other one is Michael Strangelove's Post TV, Piracy, Cord Cutting, and the Future of Television. And before we get too far, don't worry, this class isn't only about television, but it's about media in a larger way. Well, this brings me to the book that we do want to stress. We are adding this, or it's been added already to the course, but I want to make sure we stress that point, and it's Glenn Sparks' Media Effects Research, a basic overview. And so this edition might be one of our most valuable tools in the course, because let's talk about what our primary objective is. We're going to have a project that we build over 5 weeks, but it's much more traditional. However, it's going to have some flexibility to it. This course is designed to give us a bit of an introduction to what we call qualitative research. And qualitative research is an important field, not simply in communication or communication studies or even media studies, but it spans all of the humanities and social sciences when it comes to dedicated research and a proven method that helps us gather information. So regardless of if you're a comm major or if you have aspirations in other fields, maybe you're joining us for a quick course or two, whatever the case, qualitative methodology is a tried and true pattern that helps us gather information and accurately be able to prep for the gathering, but also ultimately assess our tools, sharpen our skills. And so we're going to be working on building a qualitative survey in this course. And you're going to have a chance to share and perhaps lean into some peer review to help each other strengthen your qualitative surveys. All right, and so that is something we're going to be doing over the course of the class, a little bit each week to get us somewhere with that. But we have some other assignments along the way, and let's dig into it. A couple of weeks we'll have some minor writing assignments, and guess what? College is all about writing. It's all about sharpening our communication skills. You know what? Communication courses are also about sharpening those communication skills, and not just the written ones, but also our digital communication skills and our oral communication skills. And so each week we're going to have a video discussion as well as a video, really we could call it a vlog, but a video commentary that you will produce. And so let's talk about the difference between each one. Video discussions will have a prompt in the news feed. Traditionally, those prompts are going to come from myself, or if it were another instructor in the course, you would hear from them in the newsfeed, and they're going to kind of set the table for a discussion point, and then your job is to respond to it. And then the other one, the video commentary, is your reaction to some key takeaways from the readings, and I just want to put us at ease. We're not just going to be looking at these books. We'll try to locate and share some other readings. Sometimes if you go into D2L, you will see hyperlinks to perhaps some PDFs that or rather HTML files that you can click into and then read and access that way. We're trying to give you lots of resources so that we have a high threshold of success and not and a lower quota of complications. Okay, and so these are some of the things that are on deck. Really invest a lot into the first 2 weeks in terms of reading. This is just a heads up because in week 2, we're going to be very intentional. I believe in that week 2, but it may have to carry into week 3. We have a methods exercise where you're going to do some select a method that we're getting some access to and really write a little bit about it, be a little more introspective, perhaps perform a little bit of research, and then that process is going to aid what we do with our survey building. And so our survey is going to be media focused, but what we want to embrace here is opportunity and choice and selectivity. And so we're going to open that. We're going to widen what you can focus on and understand that the dissemination of it and maybe what we want to use it for, it should naturally play some type of role with mass media because everything we do increasingly has a part that's tethered into the digital world, into the digital age, right? And that's going to have heightened use value for us. Okay, I look forward to getting into those types of things, and just wanted to provide that point of clarification on a key read in the course, and also set up that expectation of some of the weekly assignments we will tackle. Well, there's one more thing I want to talk about, but I'm going to save it for a separate video. You've already seen a written announcement for it, but I want to go into details about opportunities to engage live with us each week in the course. All right, so sit tight and we'll have that for you to see in a separate video. Thank you.